In a recent video, I described the benefits of training across modalities, of combining kettlebells, gymnastics rings, powerlifting, calisthenics, animal movements, bodybuilding, steady-state cardio, high-intensity interval training, all in a single training program. Each method brings different benefits that can complement the others, making this a superior way to build overall performance. That video got a better response than I was expecting, and it seems a lot of you out there like the approach. But a question that came up a lot in the comments was how? Surely combining kettlebells with powerlifting with high-intensity interval training will result in overtraining, burnout and injury, or at the very least leave you with no time to do anything else. Well, actually, I don't see the problem. The aim here is not to perform an entire bodybuilding leg day followed by a calisthenics leg day followed by a day of heavy squats, or to combine that all into a single workout. Instead, we'd create a leg day or a full body split by cherry picking the best exercises from each discipline for our goals. And of course, you don't have to work with every one of those modalities either. You can pick just 2 or 3 as you like. Often that might mean using kettlebells or bodyweight training as accessories to improve our strength on the big lifts. Or it might mean doing some isolation work on a leg curl machine to strengthen the hamstrings at a particular range of motion. Or it could mean combining different exercises, heavy squats followed by pistol squats, followed by Cossack squats, followed by weighted lunge walks, followed by kettlebell swings, followed by calf jumps, with a quasi-isometric squat to finish. This way we're training max strength with heavy squats, single leg strength with pistol squats, mobility and movement in the frontal plane with the Cossack squat, ballistic strength, muscle endurance and hip hinge with the kettlebell swings, strength endurance with the lunge walks, and isolated calf strength with the calf jumps. The quasi-isometric squat builds greater control, awareness and mobility, and serves as the perfect cool-down opportunity as well as a way to perform a moving meditation. Of course, we'll be doing less of each movement. In fact, I'll rarely do 3 sets of anything, but this is hardly a problem when I'm moving straight onto another movement that targets many of the same muscles. The key is to place the most intense, compound and difficult movements first, and to gradually move towards the easier ones that are more isolated, that involve slower twitch muscle fibre, or that may even veer towards cardio. This reduces injury risk and it ensures that you're able to perform the most challenging movements whilst you're fresh, improving gains and progress. It's essentially reverse pyramid training, but where the weight isn't the only deciding factor. It's very important that you listen to your body here. And we can take this even further with a mechanical drop set that incorporates different movements into a single set, moving straight from one movement to the other as soon as you reach technical failure. For example, you might perform as many bench presses as you can on a specific weight, then immediately start doing push-ups. This provides you with the benefits of both the bench press for building max strength and the push-up for building strength endurance and pump. I also like to vary cadence and intent in a single set, switching from slow quasi-isometrics to plyometrics and everything in between. I call these dynamic drop sets, and you can check one out in my recent video on a push-up routine. This is also a great way to incorporate strategies to make common movements more difficult. So for example, if you want to train your finger strength, then fingertip push-ups are ideal. Of course, if you only do fingertip push-ups, then you won't be able to challenge your pecs and shoulders all that much because you'll give up before you get to that point. The solution is to start the set on your fingers and simply switch to regular push-ups once that becomes too uncomfortable. As for cardio, I like to use resistance cardio movements that keep the pressure on the same area. So if I just did a shoulder workout of some sort, I might end by doing a Tabata battle rope protocol. This sends all the blood to the area you've just trained, helping it to recover and grow, and also building a huge, insane pump. Then there's the option of breaking your workouts up throughout the day, which I've also talked about very recently, and this lends itself perfectly to this kind of training. If you have a 6-hour gap between the heavy squat and the pistol squat, then you're going to be able to perform the pistol squats without dealing with the fatigue from the heavy squat. That way you've built strength control, balance, endurance and more. Then in the evening you might do some kettlebell swings for endurance and pump. This is also where the incidental training can come in, training things throughout the day. For instance, I might take 5 minutes whilst my computer loads to perform some handstand holds against the door. Seeing as my main goal is proprioception and balance, that little bit of greasing the groove is enough, and it won't hurt my shoulder strength for further workouts later in the day. This regular movement also helps to keep my energy levels up, as I discussed recently. When it comes to selecting the movements, choose those that offer maximum bang for the buck. Those are movements that provide multiple benefits rather than just one. Hitting the heavy bag, for instance, is a great form of cardio, as is the rowing machine. But the heavy bag will let you work on your technique and even increase your mobility if you're throwing kicks too. It's up to you whether you want to use this with full body training, bro splits or push-pull legs. But lately I've been experimenting with what I call prime focus workouts. These are full body routines but with a little extra emphasis on one particular body part, attribute or skill. So I might do a lot for the pecs but still hit every other muscle group gently throughout the rest of the day. Hopefully that all makes sense. If it sounds a bit complicated, then of course you can check out my ebook and training program, Super Functional Training, which provides a detailed routine that works just like the one I've described here, with a lot more explanation as to how all that works. I also explain how you can cycle between different training styles without losing your gains, and build up the resilience you need by strengthening connective tissue first. This is a better way to start out for many people, seeing as it's much easier to regain attributes later on. Alternatively, take a moment to think about the attributes you would like to train, whether that means finger strength, rotational strength, max strength, endurance, balance, memory, or all of those things together. Then look into the type of training you need to do to improve in each one of those areas, and then swap them in or bolt them on to a workout as appropriate. This is a modular approach, and it allows you to pick and choose the kind of things you want to train. So I hope you found this video useful and interesting, guys. If you did, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff helps me out. I'd love to know what tricks you've found to incorporate lots of different training methods all into a single program. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.